We are live, ladies and gentlemen, people around the world. Welcome to the weekly beer show. All right, it is here, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Sit back, relax, get ready for an awesome show. We got some delicious beers to go ahead and talk about and review. We got some fun segments on the show. And, well, we're going to have a lot of fun today. So please just get ready wherever you're at in the world. Please sit back, ready, and let's get started. Today is the Weekly Beer Show. I am your host, Travel Man Dan. Our other host could not make it today. He's been extremely busy. And, well, the schedule has been tough for him to get on at this time. So we're going to roll on. We're going to continue doing it. We're still going to bring you two. That's right, two delicious beers. If this is your first time watching, that's what we do here. It's the Weekly Beer Show. We're going to go ahead and review two beers. I got some awesome ones today. Then we're going to have a little bit of talking this, talking that. We're going to bring up some segments like What Would You Rather? I got some good news for you. Today's good news is going to be awesome. And we're going to round it out with what are you reading? What are you watching? What are you listening to? And close the show out with the quote of the week. So if you're here, go ahead and let me know where you're watching from. If this is your first time, thank you so much for stopping by and giving me some of your time. It's sure to be an awesome one. So, without further ado, let's go ahead. Hey, Damien, welcome to the show. All right, good to see you here, man. Good to see you here. As always, we already got people in the room, so thanks so much for stopping by. Be sure to go ahead and hit that like button. Hit it. What do the kids say? Smash that like button. So please smash that like button. That goes ahead and tells YouTube that, well, people enjoy watching your show and that they like it. My hat, I can't get it right. Okay, there you go. It's a little floppy hat. I don't know if you remember this hat. This is from the Tommy's Burger episode of Food Friday. They gave it to me. It just, I don't know what's wrong with the brim or the, okay, there we go. That still doesn't look smashed. All right. Yeah, smash that button. Thank you so much. Dave from Dave Z and Beer in Front. Welcome. Hey, I think the Sabres just scored. Tage Thompson. Guys, the Sabres are wearing their black and red jerseys today. I should have worn it for the show. You know what? I'm going to go toss that sucker on. Stay tuned, everybody. I'll be right back. The Sabres are playing right now against the San Jose Sharks. They are wearing their black and red jersey. And, well, I'm going to go ahead and join in the fun. So give me about 2 minutes. Coming in, guys, coming in. All right, there we go. Who remembers the gold goat head? All right, the Buffalo Sabres old black and red jersey. Thank you so much. My house is just so big. I had to go across the mansion, up the stairs, and, well, I've had to find it. So thank you so much. We are wearing, in support of the Buffalo Sabres today, the red and black and white ones, the old Buffalo head. I like this one. But hey, guys, thanks so much. Let's get right into the beer. What's up, Travel Man? What up, Frankie? All right. Today's first beer, I'm really excited because I really love this style of beer. This style of beer is it's not really talked about for a long time, but I see it creeping up in breweries. I heard the Bills have beat the Patriots Thursday night. We're going to get into that in a minute, Frank. They certainly did. And I'll tell you what, this here beer, this style of beer, I've always really liked. We used to call it the Jenny Cream Ales. That was the real popular one back in the day. But I'm starting to see breweries and craft places really put out this style of beer, and this is the Cream Ale style. And this one comes from Welland PauPack Brewing Company, and it is called PauPack Cream Ale. Check that out right there. Ooh, yeah, really looking forward to that. Baro from India. Hello, sir. Welcome to the show. This beer, guys, I gotta say, with Nate not being here, the production value has gone down a little bit. We don't have our brewery tours, but let me tell you a little bit about this brewery. I don't have my glasses. It's a brewery in, how is it? It's like old school. I can't even tell where this beer is from. That was the longest pause of silence I think I've ever had on this show. So remember this show. That was the longest pause that you ever experienced. I love the show. So happy to find it while I'm online. I'm drinking two hands, two juicies. Ooh, 8.2%. Okay, Frank, thank you so much. We love having you on the show. Bills make me want to shout. Hey, hey, good job there, Bob. The bifocals weren't next to that jersey. No, they're not. I'm not there yet, Dave, but I definitely, the beer is from Foxborough. Nice. All right. Well, this is the cream ale I was talking about. It is 14 fluid ounces. Gosh, I can't see anything. 6.8% alcohol. I had some technical difficulties right before the show, so that's why we're running a little skew here. But we're still going to go ahead and have great beer. We're going to try it out right now. Let's go ahead and what do we do on the show? We crack them, we sniff them, and we taste them. That's right. Let's go ahead and try this sucker out. Oh, yeah. All right. It's got a little frothy beer flavor smelling right out of it. A bit cereal grain. Okay, smells pretty good. Foxborough, yeah, I know Foxborough. I've never been there, but my cousin lives close by there. I would love to go see it there. Having a Blue Point Imperial Sunshine. What is that? That sounds good, Damien. All right, let's go ahead. We smelled it. Doesn't really smell overbearing of one particular ingredient. I smell a lot of cereal in there. Like I said, I love the cream ale. It just tastes a more thicker. I don't know if it's something to do with that word brain analysis when you hear or you read the word cream and it's all of a sudden a creamy beer. Not really sure. Let's go ahead and find out. All right, it is. Well, it's not too hazy. All right, it's a bit of a lager looking beer. Okay. It's really weird. I got to say, for a long time, I was doing the show by myself for about a year and a half. And then Nate hopped on the show. And then, there's a different cadence. There's a different bounce back when you have somebody else on the show. You have to know when to talk. You have to know when to let them talk, et cetera, et cetera. So now I've adjusted to having a co-host. And now that he's not here, it's a very weird thing going back to the old style. But here it is, guys. Take a look. Looks like a really clean beer. It's got a lot of carbonation flowing through it. Definitely got some delicious looking head going on there. The carbonation looks really fast right now. I'm not sure what it is. Too juicy. Some good beer, but I'll only drink one or two. Yeah, it's really good. Nice, Damien. But let's go ahead and try it out, guys. This is the PauPack Cream Ale from Wallenpach Brewing Company. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there is the winner. This one's fantastic, guys. This one is really good. First sip, beer. Really has a pronounced flavor of your dad's old beer, right? I mean, this tastes like a Gillies, similar to that. It's got a sharp ale taste to it, but it does flow nicely, and I'm getting some nodes of just like a hard grain, almost like a rye seed, if you will. It's got some good flavor to it. Enjoying the beer. Really, first sip, can't say enough about it. Pretty damn good. I don't know if it's because I'm really thirsty. I haven't been drinking much. And this one is really tasting good. Two Roads all over the place in Connecticut. Oh, okay. Two Roads all over. That is, Two Roads is the name of the beer that you're probably drinking. I would have to go up there and see it myself. I cannot read anything. Okay, so this Wallenpaupack is from Pennsylvania. And it is from Wally, Pennsylvania. Have you guys ever eaten at Wawa's? It's a gas station in Pennsylvania. And I'm telling you, I'm not kidding. If you ever get a chance to cross over the state of Pennsylvania and you see a Wawa's gas station, be sure to stop there and get a sub. Phenomenal subs. Patrick says, Dan, y'all should a blind taste of college beers. Ooh, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. But we need our host here. He is not here today. We're rolling on. It's going to be an all Buffalo bit of a show. As Frank talked about earlier, the Buffalo Bills played the New England Patriots on Thursday Night Football, and hey, we did really well. That is a long time coming. For years, the Patriots beat us. I think Tom Brady's record in like 26 games was like 23-3. So we went through about a spell of like 11 years where the Patriots just smacked our ass all over the place. So that really felt good to beat New England in New England with that win. And then Miami's loss and the Jets loss. We are now in sole possession of the AFC East. I am so excited about that. It's looking good. I'll be sure to stop by there. Looking really good for the Buffalo Bills. As far as the Buffalo Sabres just scored, all right, I got the game down here. I'm kind of looking at it down here with this eye. Buffalo Sabres just scored. They're playing the San Jose Sharks. That's pretty good. I've heard great things about Wawa subs. Dave, you got to try it. I haven't been there probably in 15 years, but I heard they actually got better. I remember talking to somebody recently about how great they were, and they said they got better. And then when you go to their website and stuff, and you know how you get those like clickbait things at work where it's like every best sandwich of every state. So I clicked on that for one day, and I remember reading it, and holy shit, there it was. The best subs in Pennsylvania go from Wawa. And this comes from Philadelphia is in Pennsylvania, if you don't know. And they're famous for Geno's and Pat's and multiple places for the cheesesteak, the Philly cheesesteak, if you will. And they also have a really great sandwich that's in Pittsburgh. Is called it's come from Permanti Brothers. If you've never been to Pittsburgh and you go there, go to Permanti Brothers. It's basically a Italian bread sandwich cut, whatever your meat is, and then the French fries on top, and it's all smashed together. And the cool thing is, let's go Buffalo. Yeah, Barrow. I love it. You're rooting for the Sabres and the Bills all the way in India. And the story goes from Permanti Brothers that it used to be, the truck drivers would come in for a sandwich, but it would be hard because it'd be on the road and they couldn't eat the fries, that whole deal. So they put them on the sandwich. Definitely got to try that if you're in Pittsburgh. But, with those 2-3 great cities with awesome established sandwiches, it's hard to beat that. And here's Wawa Subs, a gas station that just knocks it out of the park. So I hope you get to try. I remember it being just like massive, like really. California has just got some really skimpy subs. I mean, there's a place. Where is it? There's a place that's called Fat Sal's here in California and Los Angeles. And even their fat, they're known for like putting like mozzarella sticks and chicken fingers and stuff like that, all kinds of crazy ingredients on top of it. And even that is not nowhere near just like your basic mom and pop back in the Northeast. So I don't know. I can't wait to go back to, there's this place called Macy's in Kenmore now. If you guys are calling in and watching it from Kenmore, let me know if you've had a Macy's sub. This is what we're drinking right now. It is called the PauPack Cream Ale. Pretty good little beer here from PauPack a brewing company. Yeah, this is smooth, man. This is just a really smooth beer. Something that, like, if you're really hot and thirsty, I feel like, you don't want to try your Pilsner and you don't want to go full, a stout or whatever. It's somewhere in the middle of it. Maybe that's what it is. That's kind of how I feel of a cream ale. Maybe I'm completely wrong. The cream ale is great. It's really, Frank, the thing I like about it is it's not as light as a Pilsner. It's not as heavy as an ale. So it's somewhere in between a Pilsner and ale, and really just the kind of beer that I really like. I've always liked the cream ales, and I really like the one from Mother Earth is the California Creamin'. I don't know if you ever tried that one. Out of the tap, it's phenomenal. Is it a good volleyball game, Al? Look, this is kind of the beer that you want to pull up to a volleyball game with. You want to sit back. It's a 6.8 beer, so it's pretty strong. And you definitely can have a few of them. I bet you after 3 of these, and these are the 14-ounce pint cans, so about 3 of these, you're definitely going to be running and yelling at the ref about where it was. Was it on the line, over the line, etc. definitely something you want to take to a volleyball game. Good call out there, Frank. Guys, going back to Buffalo soon. Can't wait. We are in the countdown. I cannot friggin' wait. I'll be back in Buffalo in 18 days. So looking forward to that. 6 Point will smash my volleyball play, says Frank. Nah, you'll be all right. You're just in the stands with Travel Man Dan. All right. So next, I got, let's see, 2.5 weeks before I can head back. So I'm really excited to get back to Buffalo, rest up for the new year. Got a lot of big things in the hopper right now for the new year, creatively, whether it be on YouTube or actually in the world of entertainment, for real. I mean, I'm not saying that this is for real, but I've been working on some things, which has definitely slowed a little bit of progress up. If you noticed, I haven't really been putting out a lot of videos. I still haven't put out the Vietnam video, so I apologize. They should be out by the end of the year. I just been really wrapped up with some stuff that I'm working with acting and things like that. So hopefully good things will come in 2023. Going to continue to work hard on all levels. And in the meantime, I am excited to just sit back, relax, drink beers in Western New York, see my friends, get ready for the annual Edward 40 Hands episode, guys. I can't tell you. I should have the date locked down. It'll be sometime right after Christmas. We're going to have another epic annual Edward 40 Hands. We're at BC's house. We're going to have producer Joey. Hopefully Brett and Brian will be there. Maddie Mang will be there. If you guys don't know Maddie Mang, he's a newcomer. He's never been on our show before. I'm really looking forward to having him. He's going to have the Buffalo Bills bus. I have something stronger, says Damien the Fiend, 9.8. Good gosh. Damien, you're going to be done by the end of this show. All right. Don't be drinking those at the volleyball game. You will make, just a complete ruckus of it all. But, really looking forward to that. Looking forward to the Edward 40 Hands the day after. All right, so people love that show, and we're going to really, bang it out the roof this upcoming December. This is what we're drinking now. It's from Wallen PauPack. It is the PauPack Cream Ale. Pretty good beer out of Pennsylvania. If you never tried these cream ales, it's got a nice golden amber, much like most of your lighter ales, but already I've had a few sips of it. I can definitely feel that the 6.8 is a stronger beer. You definitely start to feel it. You're getting a little cheeky numb. All right. But it's got a refreshing flavor. It tastes like your old man's beer. It tastes like a really good. Glad to hear you're about to visit. I cannot wait, man. I cannot wait, Frank. This is a good one for Dave Z. If you want to try it, I know he does episodes on his podcast, and if you haven't listened to his podcast, it's the best in the game. And when it comes to beer, Dave Z knows a lot about it. So check him out. It's called Beer in Front. Beer in Front. It's on all your streaming platforms. Check it out. Super cool guy. You've seen him here on the show before, but his knowledge of beer, his voice is amazing. And just like the whole way the show flows and his cut and everything, it's just really nice. And for me, that drives up to Fresno, California, just about every other week. I'm always up in Central California. I'm in the car sometimes 2, 3, 4 hours just one way. So I listen to a lot of the podcasts over there at Beer in Front. Be sure to check it out. Dave Z's awesome. I subscribe to Front. Yes. Oh, absolutely, Dave. Absolutely. Love you back, man. It's really a good show. Like, my friends all have podcasts or whatever and stuff, and it's hard to listen to everybody's. It really is, because this person, and we'll talk about it a little bit later with AJ, and he's doing Martial Arts Mania, which I love his podcast too, and just all these different categories, and somebody that's doing it, but no bullshit. Love Dave Z's Beer in Front. Check it out if you guys get a chance. You'll like it too. If you like beer and you just like regular dudes and talking about beer, it's a good show. But yeah, so this is what we're drinking. Vietnam videos will be coming up. I got to take a gasp of air. Usually this is where Nate chimes in with the brewery tour. Yo, Jimmy Z. All right. Oh, thank you. Yes. Okay. In honor of the Sabres playing right now, they're up 3-2 on San Jose with 12 minutes in the second. Yes, I decided to throw on the old, they call it the goat head, I believe. There was the banana slug. The banana slug was a disaster. That jersey sucked. But this one is awesome because This is when the Sabres were really good, and Dominic Hasek and Marty Barriere, Chris Drury. I love that team, man. It was freaking awesome. Michael Pekka, Matthew Barnaby. That was a good era for Sabres hockey. As this era is about to, I know the Sabres are down a lot of games. They lost 8 in a row, but don't give up on them. I'm telling you, with Tage Thompson, I love Dylan Cousins. He's probably my favorite player on the team. They got some issues with goalies and injuries, the same thing that happened last year, but they got the right coach and Donnie Granato. They got a lot of young stars. We're not even talking about Owen Power and Jack Quinn and JJ Petrurka. They got a lot of great young talent coming up. And, I think the Sabres this year probably won't get in the playoffs, unfortunately, unless they go on another run like they did 2 years ago where they won 10 in a row. Hey. But you never know. But I definitely see something happening major in the next 2 to 3 years. But anyway, this is what we're drinking. It is the PauPack Cream Ale. Say that a bunch of times. That's hard to say. You're right. The beer is really strong. Nice, Damien. All right. Well, it's this thing. It's got a nice sharp flavor to it. One thing that you won't taste with these cream ales, which is kind of unusual because it's my favorite thing I like about beers, is that really bitterness, the thing that you taste when you get the IPA, that really hoppy flavor that kind of makes your cheek a little tingly. This has none of that. This has more of a rye feeling, a grain tasting, a cereal flavor, has no hop flavor that I can taste. So definitely unusual, but I like the refreshing flavor of this beer. I think this one's really actually quite delicious. I mean, we don't do a lot of cream ales on this show, but the ones that we have, this one's probably top one. Frank says, how did you get the beer in California? I've never seen it in Boston. This beer was given to me by our jazz hands friend and Nancy, Nate's mom. Nate's mom gave this to us. She went back to Pennsylvania and she brought back a couple beers for the show. So unfortunately, Nate is not here to review it. He got a little busy. So we are going to be moving on. And well, thank you to Nancy. We'll get into the price in a little bit later. Hey guys, how you guys feel about the World Cup? Well, unfortunate that the United States got bumped out, but they played well. I'd like to see them, continue. No problem, Frank. I would like to see what they got. Unfortunately, got to wait 4 years, but it was exciting around here. When they won their little group or whatever it's called. I don't know too much about it. I'm enjoying the B-roll of Qatar. The only thing is Qatar is getting a lot of bad publicity, if you will. They're getting a lot of hatred and stuff about the labor that it took to build all the stadiums and the infrastructure. And obviously we all know about the beer by now. You can't drink over there, but I think it'll be an interesting place to visit. I'm not really into soccer. I think I'm glad Messi gets a chance. Oh man, he's pretty awesome. I don't know much about soccer, but he's pretty amazing to watch. Every time he's got the ball, he does something with it. And for an inexperienced soccer watcher like myself, it's pretty cool because soccer is a bit of a snooze fest in terms of there's not a lot going on. But when Messi gets it, you can pretty sure that something's going to happen. But anyway, hope you're enjoying that. Hope you're enjoying the World Cup experience. I think it's cool that they're out there in Qatar. Good on them. I know they probably paid for it, but like I say before, it's pretty much any government is a little bit crooked. It's just who is more sophisticated at it, and well, I don't know. We'll move on, guys. This is what we're drinking: the PauPack Cream Ale. Okay, delicious 6.8% cream ale. Really enjoying it, and well, make sure you try to get one. Maybe you can get one at a gas station in Pennsylvania at a Wawa's while you get a sub. That would be awesome. One of these in a big hot sub. That'd be delicious. That's one thing I can't wait to get back from Buffalo. And all my Buffalo people out there, who's got the best subs? I remember, like Jimmy, my Jim Z might be the only one, if he's still there, who remembers this. But I used to work at this place called Milano's, and it was on Englewood in Tonawanda. I loved working for the Philly G. I'm asking for advice. I want to ask someone I know, but no, I want to ask someone I know out, but I'm too shy about it. Oh, very nice. Okay, Damien. Nice. All right. Coming clean. Well, Damien, something like that. And, take it with a grain of salt. You can listen to me or you can listen to anybody that chimes in the chat. Is if you want to ask her out and you're not with her now, there's one of two things that can happen. One, you ask her and she says yes, and you guys go out. And that's awesome. That's the best case scenario, right? Or two, you never say anything and you're in the same situation. So I'm always on the serious question. I'm always on the the side that leans towards just go for it, man. What do you got to lose? If you're not there now, you get nothing by not trying, is what they say. So just go ahead. I know it will suck and it'll probably hurt, but you know what? If she says no, at least you'll know. And then that feeling of not being afraid to ask her will be gone because you already know the answer. Barrow says you can't even kiss your own wife in Quatar. Oh, yeah, that's a little weird, right? Okay, Patrick says you only want to live once, bro. All right, there's some good advice. Rapid Dave, yes. All right, cheers. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Awesome. Good to see you here. Yeah, you only live once, Damien. I would just suggest that you do it sincerely. If it's someone you really like, don't make a fool of yourself. Like, do it like when you're not drunk, as this is the beer show. That's my only advice, because sometimes beer and alcohol will build up courage, but it'll also get you out of character, and you don't know how you're going to respond to her response, if you will. And like I said, I'm take it with a grain of salt. Yep, I'm just a regular dude, but it doesn't hurt to ask. Just stay sober when you do it. Feel the confidence of the weekly beer show is behind you. All of us are behind you and are rooting for you. And if you go and ask her, at least you'll know, all right, well, I'm going out, or, well, she never wants to talk to me, and I should probably walk on the other side. And that's okay, too. Peace to you. First time listening to you. So far, very good. Thank you. Peace to you, too. All right, welcome. I appreciate that. I love the first-time listeners. Let's shout out everyone. Peace to you. Say hello. Please let them know, or you. Please let peace to you know how much we appreciate stopping by. Yeah, that's true. You got nothing to lose, man. You got nothing to lose. Ask her out on coffee first. There you go. Coffee's popular. Yeah, that's definitely probably, because that way, if you're drinking coffee and things don't work out, what's the most you spend? $4 or $5? Not that I'm a cheapskate, but it gets you to know each other, right? And like I said, you're not, alcohol can make a loose tongue. Go for the second date on that. Frank says, I quote the t-shirt of a 5-year-old trying to get with me, the Nerf gun. You miss 100% of the shots you never take. Bet. Nice. I love that. I believe Wayne Gretzky might have said there, or is it Michael Jordan? Hello, Dave. Welcome. Welcome. Peace to you. Welcome to the show. I love the first-time viewers. This is what we're drinking. It is called Wallen PauPack Cream Ale. Nate can't make it today, but holding down the show like the old school guys. If you guys remember, I think maybe all of you guys, with the exception of maybe Dave Z, probably never watched the old episodes because we reconnected when we were a duo. But I know Barrow was here. I know Frank was here. So cheers, guys. This is what we're drinking. I like these cream ales, guys. It's a weird mix between almost a full ale and staying light like a Pilsner. It's a perfect, you know what it is? It's a perfect beer that's light, crisp, and strong. Okay, they found a way to make a light beer super strong. Now, we've tried a lot of light beers, a lot of 4.5s, a lot of 5.2s. pretty good beers, if I can remember quickly through the catalog that we went ahead and did. But this one takes it, man. This one's strong and it's light. It goes down smooth. Hello, peace to you. Hello, peace to you. Much love from all around the world. We have watched the old shows, bro. I know you did, Rick. I know you did, and I appreciate that, man. That's awesome. So enjoying this beer. Definitely something that if you're in Pennsylvania, check out. Let's roll on, guys. I got some good news, man. They got some good news for you guys. This is awesome. This is just, I don't know. To me, I don't know if I'm getting sappy or if it's probably already been in there because I'm very family oriented, even though I live away from my family. But I love stuff like this. This really is cool because this one right here, and we're going to go back to the old school way of doing things where I just put it up there. So if you don't see me for a while, I'm still here. Check this out. A woman gives birth, all right? And then on the same day, wins the lottery. Check this out, guys. Isn't that awesome? Look at here. The North Carolina woman had a day she'll never forget after giving birth and winning the lottery. Hey, Sabres just scored too. Double. Hey, good news. Brenda Gomez Hernandez, a 28-year-old housekeeper from Concord, delivered her baby girl on November 9th, according to a news release from the North Carolina Lottery. Just hours later, Hernandez learned that she had won $100,000 in that day's Powerball. Hell yeah! Way to go, Brenda. I feel like she brought me luck, Hernandez said in the release. I'm so thankful. Hernandez's strategy for picking her tickets was inspired by her other children. She used her son's birthdays to pick her numbers. According to the release, she bought her winning ticket at the Quick Trip convenience store in Concord. So she got it in her hometown or where she's living. When I found out, I cried, said Brenda. I'm just so excited and happy. The lucky winner picked her prize up on Wednesday, which came out to be $65,015 after taxes. Don't know about America? Learn it. Taxes stink. All right. She told the North Carolina Lottery that a large amount of her prize would be going to paying off her house. All right. She had a couple of boys already, and she's got a new baby. But can you imagine? All right, cheers. Great news. Congratulations. Hey, Weekly Beer Show. Nate, I know you're out there, brother. What's going on, man? We are drinking your mom's gift of the PauPack Cream Ale. All right. But I love this great news because here's a woman that, she's a housekeeper, a blue-collar lady, goes to work probably for, I don't know. I don't want to say like fancy, rich aristocrat people because that's the way I grew up and stuff. But housekeeping is become more of a service that a lot of people order just to keep their lives in order. So a lot of middle-class people also can order housekeeping. But here's a lady, blue-collar lady, housekeeper, has a child, who knows if it's her second, third, or whatever, and wins $100,000, $65,000 cash payout. All right, okay. In a place like North Carolina, you'll probably be able to pay off a quarter of your house, depending on where you live. And I think Concord's probably a pretty nice place. So what a great story. What a great inspiration. Now, here's the thing. Do you name your daughter that you just gave birth to, which is the real prize, right? I mean, we're totally overlooking the good news here. Is like, you just brought life into this world, okay? Good night, Rick. Good night, man. Have a good one. Thanks for sending over the great ideas. Here's the real thing about it. Screw the $65,000. She brought life into this world, and that's awesome. But here's the thing. Now, do you name your daughter or her middle name at least Lottery? Who would do it? How about a show of hands? I don't know. I think I would be tempted to do that if I literally had a baby on the day I won the lottery. Ooh, man. I guess that middle name would be the Lottery. But that's today's good news. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you found that inspirational. And gambling, you might have a problem. I don't know. Just be careful. But for this particular story, I feel like it's great because here's a woman that gave birth And, well, she won the lottery on the same day. Night, Rick says the Weekly Beer Show. That is Nate. He is chiming in, watching. We are down to our last sip, but before we do, it's time for a little show and tell. A little show and tell. Little lottery action. Now, guys, you may not know this about Travel Man Dan, but Travel Man Dan likes to do a little bit of cooking. Likes to do, especially, a little bit of baking. There's some type of chemistry going on in there. If you screw up with just the 1 tablespoon, everything could go awry. All right. So I went ahead and I dabbled a little bit, and I wanted to try making my own blueberry muffins. So, ladies and gentlemen, today, welcome in the blueberry muffins from Travel Man Dan. Muffin Man Dan. All right, here it is. Check it out. Not bad. All right, got a beautiful pot or pan, a baking sheet for cupcakes and muffins from Katie and my brother Steven last year for Christmas that I use often. But check it out. This is the blueberry muffins that I made. It's a little dense. It's like a blueberry muffin that you want to eat. All right, let's crack this sucker open, and I'll give you a look inside. What I did is I really packed it in there with blueberries. Look at that, oozing out of there. Just really went over the top, okay? Mixed in a bunch of blueberries into the batter as I was going ahead and making it before I put them in each little container in the cooking sheet. And then what I did is I inserted full blueberries all the way down into the middle, almost like a cupcake filling. And listen, you have made your own blueberry. Yes, I did. This is my own blueberry muffin man Dan. I knew those would come in. I like cooking too, pasta particular. Yeah, there you go, Damien. Okay, so here's my advice. If you can go ahead and ask that girl out, maybe coffee the first date, maybe drinks the second date, maybe third. You're going and you're making the pasta. All right. But stay away from the pasta visual. I'll make it toot. You know what I mean? But check it out. There it is. My own blueberry muffins. Delicious. Okay, they're cakey. They're fluffy. They got a little char burntness on the side. They look great. They are great. We are feasting. All right. Delicious, man. Really. Really nice. They look really good. Thanks, Nate. Third date, you're making her muffins. Ooh, there you go. Well, I don't know. I think that's a carryover. All right. So you're doing pasta. All right. You're doing the pasta. And then, you guys get sleepy afterwards. You lay down. Then it's muffins in the morning. Yeah. All right. And one thing I found out about making muffins that I really like, when I was eating them hot, I don't know what it is. In the last couple of years, I've really, really took a shine to this thing and eating. And that thing is butter. Okay. I don't know what it is. I mean, I didn't like butter a lot before. I liked it, like normal butter or whatever. But there's something about the last 4 or 5 years that I just love butter. I crave it, man. It's just so good. It's really delicious. And then spreading the butter on these muffins. Wow. So good. Muffins in the morning, indeed, because butter is excellent. Love it. Unsalted butter. Unsalted butter all the way. It's cousins with bacon. That's great. All right. And his uncle is cholesterol. But hey, guys, this is what we're drinking. It is from Wallen PauPack, the PauPack Cream Ale. Delicious beer. Let's go whack it down and give it a score. I really like these cream ales, guys. I really like them. There's something about it. Like I said, it's a nice medium between almost to the ale, but staying amongst the light, crisp, refreshing taste of a Pilsner. And the thing I like about this one is it's strong. Definitely, stronger than a lot of the Genesee cream ale. I don't know any other cream ales off the top of my head, but 6.8%, awesome. The taste, look, definitely would go back for this one. I definitely would recommend this. And of the cream ales, this is probably the best one I tasted. I love the flavor profile that it didn't have any hoppy taste and bitterness, which is what you crave sometimes because, being in this craft beer world for so long now, it's like you're drinking some crazy heavy dessert thing, whatever, IPA. You just want a nice, light, refreshing beer. This is a happy medium, and the taste is phenomenal. I'm going to go ahead and I'm giving it a 4.5. It's that freaking good. All right, 4.5. Now, the price. The price was from Nance, okay? I have no idea what the price of this beer was. Let me see if I can just find it real quick on the internet, and let me see if I can tell you what it cost. And that way, probably should have done this before the show, but I was running a little behind, if you will, and I had some technical difficulties with my sound just right before. Okay, so I found. Okay, no, that's not it. Pow. Stay with me, guys. Stay with me. Okay, not bad. Okay, here we go. $4.24. Now, this was a gift from Nance, okay? A Cali Creamin'. Oh, yeah. Good morning, everyone. See you all next week. Ba-Ree, good morning, my friend. See you next week. Cali Creamin'. We mentioned that earlier, Nate. Love that beer. Can a normal human buy this beer? 100 kilometers from a Wawa. Get a sub, my man. Get a sub. I don't know where she got it. I can privately message you, but it is phenomenal. The price was $4.24. For a beer this good, I would pay $4.24 because the fact that it tastes so good and the fact that it's actually got a good strength to it. So I'm going to go ahead, although it is a little pricey, you get 14 ounces. I'm going to give it a score of 4.0. It's that good, guys. All right, let's look at the design. Pretty cool design in terms of color. I like the navy blue or whatever this blue is, the sea blue. I don't know what they call it. Other than that, it's uneventful. I like that they have the label of the company right here of who they are, which is PauPack Brewing Company. And then I like it's very easy to tell what it is that you're drinking, the PauPack Cream Ale. Down here it labels the essentials. Around the corner, you do have a little bit of a story. I just don't have my reader, so I don't have it. But there's the sticker thing. They didn't get too creative, which is kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. I'm going to give it a 3.0. It's nothing dazzling, but I do like the blue color. Actually, 3.5. All right. The popularity on this thing. Look, not too popular. Probably a small craft brewery in, where the hell is that? Howley, PA. I can't even pronounce that. Where the heck are my readers, man? All right. I don't know. I must have moved them, and I am totally like those people now. Royal Blue. That's it. Sorry. Thank you, Frank. Yeah. Frank, you're the man, dude. I gotta say, you're the man, dude. I really, ever since I met you back, I don't know, 10 years ago at Shanghai teaching, whatever, and I was a substitute, you were the one guy that always gave me the respect, of just being another human being. Like sometimes as a substitute teacher, you walk into different schools every day, and teachers can be a little bit pricky. All right, you go into the teacher rooms, and they could be a little snobby, and they can, kind of look at you as an outsider, like you're not a professional teacher, you're a substitute, this kind of thing. Frank, you were never that guy, and I wanted to tell you that. I appreciate that, man. And I'll never forget that, dude. So first one's on me. All right. Let's see. What do we got? Love Wallen PauPack, says Nate, from where my mom grew up. Very nice. Okay, that's where it came from, and close to it. Not a very big brewery, so popularity-wise, a lot of people don't know about it. If you're in, I guess it would be the southern eastern part of Pennsylvania, it's probably pretty popular, but other than that, you're not going to find it anywhere. I'm going to give it a score of a 2.5 on that fact. Now, here it is. The TMD X Factor, the fact that I like cream ales, and this did not disappoint. This beer is great. It was given me by Nance. The only downfall to this beer, the only downfall to the TMD X Factor is I don't have my guy with me. I don't have my co-host, my partner, my buddy Nate. Okay, he's not here to enjoy and talk all the Pennsylvania love with me. Okay, I'm drinking it alone. I'm doing it an old school way, the way that the show started. And, well, it's been fun, but that's the only strike against this one. And for that, I'm going to give it a score of 4.0. Thanks, Dan. No, I mean it, Frank. That really, that kind of shit hits my heart, man. So thank you for treating me that way. A lot of people were nice to me, but you were like a friend right away. So I won't forget that. That means a lot. All right, 4.0. Let me go ahead and total this thing up. All right, 8, 10.5, 11, 14. Ooh, good score. All right, so today's score for the Wallen PauPack Brewery PauPack Cream Ale, ladies and gentlemen, an 18.5. Ooh, very good beer. Very good beer. Very good. All around, nice flavor. What you want to get when you try a cream ale is something like this. I don't know how they did it. I'm in the dark over here. We didn't go on a brewery tour, but I definitely really like the style of the cream ales. But we got another fun beer. And guys, this next beer, I don't know too much about. Okay, it's been sitting on the shelf for a while, but I'm excited to go ahead and review it today. We don't have Nate for it, but I'm not even sure he has this or remembers sending this to me. And today's beer comes to us from Colorado, the High Hops Brewery, and we're going to try out a splendid Scottish ale called Ba-Ree. Ba-Ree. I have no idea what that means. I don't know if that's a play on something Scottish. I don't know if that's a play on something from Colorado. All right, let's see what substitute teachers make things when there are times. Ask most teachers and they welcome. Thank you. Peace to you. Yeah, I love substitute teaching. Real quick backstory because you're hopping on the first time and you may not know me or know too much about me, but I was a starving artist and an actor. I still am. Getting back in the game. And one of the things that worked for me while being an actor was being able to go ahead and substitute teach. And we have a call from AJ. Guys, I got to answer this because I think he might be heading up there. Hold on 1 minute. You remember AJ from the show? AJ, what's going on?
Yo, what's up? Sorry, my voice is almost gone. What's up? What are you doing?
I am doing the live beer show. Say hi to everyone.
Man, hi everyone. We just finished LA Comic-Con. It was crazy.
Yeah, AJ. So AJ's calling. He just finished the LA Comic-Con with his podcast, Martial Arts Mania podcast. If you don't know, be sure to check it out. What are you doing now? You heading back home?
Yeah, I'm heading back home, man. We got to go straight back because I was hoping to get out there earlier, but we made some last-second sales, so that's great. Made some amazing people, did some amazing networking. Can't wait to come back on the show and tell you all about it. But yeah, we're heading back to Fresno Clovis area tonight.
Okay. Do you want to pull off the freeway? I'm done in 25 minutes.
No, man, we got to get straight back. We got a ton of stuff to put away and take care of before getting to bed, hopefully on time. And half the stuff's in Jessica's car. But I'll be back in 2 weeks. I'll keep you in the loop.
Okay. I'll call you back after the show. We'll catch up.
Sounds good, man. Peace.
Later. Okay, guys, I was waiting for AJ because he's heading back to Central California. I live on the freeway right over the Grapevine, so I was hoping maybe I would catch him. Hi, AJ. But Pistino knows all about it. Yes, it's an important part. I love substitute teaching. To be honest with you, I really hope one day I can go back to teaching. I just want to do some things more in the entertainment world as an actor, and all said and done, I would say that I probably will end up back in the teaching world. I think, I'm going to take the full dive in it. I think I would be, a really good, probably PE teacher. That's what I like a lot. And then I think I'd probably be actually a really good guidance counselor. But anyway, I know it sounds weird. I know it sounds funny, but I like talking to kids. I like, being a positive influence to them and helping them with their future. This is what we're drinking now. It's the Ba-Ree, a blended Scottish ale from Colorado and the High Hops Brewery. Let's go ahead and crack this open, sniff it, and taste it. All right, here we go. Okay. All right. You'd be a great theater teacher. Oh, thanks. Thank you, Frank. Yeah, I think one day, man. One day I want to do some more stuff, and then I'm gonna hop back in there. So, yeah, man. This is a good smelling beer. Got a little foam on there. Yeah. So let's go ahead and pour it. I'll show you what it looks like. All right, I'm going for a hard pour. This is a Scottish ale, so it is going to be more, I guess, darker and reddish. Okay, went for the hard pour. You can see, yeah, this definitely looks like your English or British ale. This is Scottish ale. Yeah, you can smell a lot of the malt and barley coming off of this thing. The carbonation on this, it's okay. It's a bit weird because it's stagnant, it's slower. You have a lot of fermentation going on here. I don't know if that's because this beer is a little bit older. We're gonna find out, but or if that's just the way it's made. But it almost looks like an Orbeez. Yeah, it's interesting. All right, thank you, Frank. Cheers, guys. This is the second beer. This is called Ba-Ree, and if you know what Ba-Ree means, please let me know. Okay, all right, not bad at all. Very carbonated. Okay, got a bit of a banana taste to it, like that banana peel, which I really like when it's done right. It's not overly powerful. It's very malty. It's got a sugary flavor to it. It's a little sweet, a little bit of sweetness, but not nothing that's gonna just make you like, oh my god, this is disgusting, like a dessert would be. But not bad for a sip. Let's go ahead and move on with the show. What would you rather, guys? Get ready for what would you rather? I'm excited because this one's going to be a lot of fun. We're doing it old school style where I put the picture up, let you take a look, take it in, let your brain absorb it. And then we're bringing back something gross. Okay. We used to do a lot of gross ones way back before. I say, you know what? We haven't done a gross one in so long. That's where the show began. Remember, we used to talk about spit and foot odor and all kinds of weird, disgusting, gross things for What Would You Rather? What the hell? We're bringing it back today, so let's get ready. Now, there is no right or wrong answer. You can let me know down in the comments right now, or you can let me know after the show, and I'll answer back. Let me know what you think. What would you rather? And the first one is a place. I'm going to give you a ticket. You can go anywhere in the world. You can pick one of these two places, okay? Both of these places are amazing. There is no right or wrong answer, but I want you guys to go ahead and choose. And the first one would be all the way to Indonesia, to Bali. Look at that. I mean, that is just like a puzzle of epicness. That is something that you just like, you dream of. Look at this. Okay, here's another one. Boom. Look at that. Okay. Now, a lot of people think Bali looks like this. Okay. Now, this is probably something that you can see when you're in Bali. But remember, it also looks like this. There's a lot of tourists there. You see all those umbrellas? You probably got to rent them for a fee. Okay? So it's not always the paradise that you think it is. But this is what I love about Bali. Check this out. Look at those rice paddies. I just really love them. You can see them in Vietnam. You can see them in parts of the Philippines. Just really cool. Something very, very different than a guy from Buffalo had ever seen. Just really cool. And I always used to fantasize about two things when I traveled. One was the city of Copenhagen and with the snow and stuff. To me, it just looked like a fairy tale. The people looked so interesting. I just loved all the architecture. And then this shit right here. Okay, this Bali stuff is just, I mean, this is just out of the world. From going from Buffalo, New York to that, it's just really cool. So that's your first one. Interesting flavor. I don't know if it's flattened out or it's just really smooth. I mean, it's a Scottish ale. It's definitely, it tastes like a flat beer with just enough carbonation and sweetness going on. The second place would be, well, it's a Scottish ale. We're going back to Scotland, baby. Look at that. I mean, that looks like your epic photo, your 1,000-piece puzzle that you've been working on with your grandma for 3 months. Hey, Graham, you want to play the puzzle? All right, check that out. That is just absolutely gorgeous. I love that. Oh, man, something goes, my favorite, something goes. Then you're doing Popeye, FYI. Nice. Yeah, that means I'm getting buzzed. I love it, Frank. I love it. All right. So you going to Scotland, guys? Okay, look at some other pictures. Look at this thing, dude. Are you kidding me? All right. I showed you the rice patties before. Okay, look at now, Popeye. Now, wide eye. Before I showed you the rice patties, look at these friggin' waterfalls. I mean, gorgeous cliffs. I'm sure that there's a name for that. Maybe some of you guys have been there. This is a cool city. Look at the city, Edinburgh, and this is really cool. This is called the Fringe Festival. And if you know anything about the Fringe Festival, it's where all the actors and performers go, and it's kind of like this 2-week festival. It might be 3-week of like vaudeville, like wackery. You know, you can see all kinds of shows, from one-man shows to real the produced plays and stuff. Just a really cool thing. So for me, my ticket, I'm taking Scotland. Okay, and the reason is because I want to go there, and I might even go this summer. At the end of the summer is the Fringe Festival. It's usually like the middle of August to the first week of September. So you got to kind of, if you're going to Germany, you're going to Fringe Festival. For me, I really want to go there. A lot of actors go there. My friend just went there, and he put up his play last year. So it's just something that I want to see as an artist, as an actor. I want to see that. Those tours are great. Well done. Yeah, thank you, Frank. I just definitely want to go see that. So that's for me. I'm going to Scotland. All right, moving on. The next one, all right, as we get back into the Ba-Ree. Okay, the Ba-Ree is a good beer, actually. It's got some flavor to it. All right, the next one we're going to go with, this is friggin' hard one, man. So don't break your brain on it. Okay, this one is hard to answer. All right, which genre do you prefer when watching movies? The good old sci-fi. Look at that, baby. You got Serenity, you got Star Wars, you got Matrix, Planet of the Apes, Men in Black, Aliens, Machinery. Okay, you got some more over here. Mad Max, which is amazing. The new one, The Inception. This is one of my favorite movies, is Interstellar. If you haven't seen Interstellar, as soon as you're done watching the show, go watch it, because it is one of the best shows. One of the best movies in the world. Every time I watch it, I find myself holding back tears, and I still find myself confused at what's going on. So, like, you're basically under this umbrella of confusion and emotion, and man, where are you going to get feeling like that from a single movie? Definitely check out Interstellar. So sci-fi is number one. Our number two would be the old spaghetti westerns. Okay, those. I mean, look, these are all a lot of them. Good, Bad, and Ugly. Josie Wells, Fistful of Dollars. There's a lot of Clint Eastwood movies. But if we were just talking westerns, we also got these western movies: Magnificent Seven, and in my opinion, the best western movie ever made, Tombstone. What's it going to be? This one's tough because I've never really. I've acted in a few westerns, but like small parts. And same thing with, I think the biggest part I ever had in a sci-fi would be Westworld season 3. I was in an episode where I played like a mercenary. Just real quick, I was just an extra guy in there, a paid, like, I don't know what you call it, co-star or whatever. But if I was to look at this as an actor, and they were both on the table. Like, do you want to do Star Wars Interstellar, or do you want to do The Good, Bad, and the Ugly and Tombstone? That's a tough one. Like, for me as an actor, if I had to choose, and it's a tough one, I would probably go with the sci-fi, just because I really like that kind of style. You can go a lot of different ways with it. You can have creatures and other worlds and different space travel. So for me, I guess that genre, if I had to choose, would be sci-fi. And of course, you got Star Wars. All right, going on with the next one. What would you rather, guys? The next one has something to do with a little bit of our show and tell. Which would you rather have? Muffins, okay? Just muffins all over the place. Look at those ones. One's got pecan, you got chocolate pecan, you got chocolate chips, you got chocolate chips, you got oatmeal. Man, those look freaking awesome. All right, check those out. And then you got these things, all right? Like I haven't That's my next adventure is to get into something like this. Like you can see the crumble on that thing, like a cobbler. It's got some glaze and some frosting on that. I had to give that a shot. Which would you prefer to have? Those muffins or, ladies and gentlemen, sit down and get ready for that right there. Oh my gosh, look at that thing. That is called a cupcake right there. I know it looks. This thing is just insane. I was looking at this. This is a cake with a Reese's cup inside of it, okay? But look at all these different cupcakes. You got your red velvet, you got your lemon. The only thing I don't like, if you look on the lemon cupcake, all right, take a good look. You see those little white balls? They come in silver, and there's ones on a few of the other cupcakes. Those things suck on your teeth. Okay, they're just rounded out in the way it's kind of like putting nerds on things. Like nerds are cool when you're young, and you haven't had a lot of dental work over the years, and you never had dental work in the 80s. But nowadays, I don't know, those rounded out confectionery candies that people put on like cakes and cupcakes and stuff like that, not for me. So if I had to choose, though, 100% cupcake. 100% that peanut butter cupcake. I would definitely take that. I absolutely love cupcakes. You can't go wrong with that. You can go a lot of different morning muffins. Nice. Okay. Muffins. Okay. Frank says muffins. Damon Reese's. Yeah, exactly. You can't go wrong with it. It's just, I'm going to try to make it. I just don't know how. I think I know how they made it. You have to take the Reese's cup and you have to just like lay it lightly on the batter once it's in the thing. I'm going to attempt it. Matter of fact, I may attempt it next week. I got some good ideas for what I want to make, and that definitely is one of them. But that is number 3. This is what we're drinking. It is the Ba-Ree. It is delicious Scottish ale, and I mean really, this thing is really good. How you guys doing out there? You enjoying your beers? Damien, how are you doing after drinking that 9%er? Attempt it. Nice, Frank. I will for sure. It has a bland flavor, but a sweetness to it. Okay, a Scottish ale. It feels almost like a flat pop, if you will, but with some alcohol to it. Okay, definitely what it's suggested. If you get a chance, it's a good beer. Moving on with question number 4. Question number 4 brings us. My brother was asking me this other day. If you could meet, please, I don't mean this literally. I do not want to meet either of these. And we've done this one before, but I thought my brother asked me about it. I told him I'll bring it on the show. I do not want to meet any of these in the middle of the night, any time in my life, wherever I'm at. Okay, so I'm just doing it for the purpose of the show. But if you would, what one would you rather? The aliens? Okay. Greetings, Earthling. Okay. Come with us to Nirvana. Okay. Or you're at home, spooked out, and ghosts. Okay. What would you rather? Would you rather meet an alien or a ghost? That one is just get the willies talking about it, man. I don't want to meet either of them. But if I had to, I guess I would meet an alien because they're from out of this world. And I want to, if I just don't want to be sucked up into one of those pods like the movies, like you waking up and all that gook is coming out of you, and then they get you on the table, and then you land back in some field in Western New York, and all I remember was this, that, and nobody believes you, and you got to live with that. And holy shit, I don't want any of that. And I certainly don't want to meet a ghost, okay, because nobody believes you, that kind of thing, and it would just haunt you for the rest of your life, the rest of the night. So tough one. Frank says, I had 2 beers, both strong. I'm switching to ice cream. I like the call, Frank. All right, I'm doing well, says Damien. Very good. Flat pop with alcohol is not a sales pitch. Ghost, they're from around here. Nice, okay. See, I like the stuff from out of this world. But, all right, here we go, guys. The next one is the gross one. It seems like we only got a couple people in here, but that's okay. We're going to go with it, guys. What would you rather have? Okay, would you rather have a 12-ounce glass of blood? Okay, I'm talking about coagulated, thick human blood. Okay, you got to drink it. It tastes like iron. There's just that thick Imagine like your blueberry smoothie, but it's really blood, and you can drink it cold or hot. I don't know what you prefer, but definitely wouldn't be fun. Or would you rather eat a booger lollipop? That's right, and that's more of like a fudgesicle, booger like. Fudgesicle, freezy pop, or something like that. But it's full of boogers. You can see in the picture what it kind of looks like. It's now Frank's ready to get ice cream, but I'm sure it's not a booger ice cream. Which would you rather? Ugh, both of them would be disgusting. Um, but it's good to have the disgusting ones come back. I think if I had to, I don't know if I could get down a 12-ounce glass of blood. I really don't. The iron flavor, just the feeling of drinking blood. I think I would just have to, eat the booger as fast as I could, the ice cream or whatever it is, the lollipop, and just be done with it. And that's it, because the blood drinking, it just wouldn't. Yeah. All right, I guess I'm going with the booger lollipop, guys. All right, that's today's What Would You Rather? No blood. What's the alternative? Frank, I guess you're having the booger one. All right, I'd rather blood. Okay, Damien, nice. All right, well, like I said, they're both disgusting. But what isn't disgusting is this Ba-Ree. This is a delicious beer. It comes from High Hops Brewery in Colorado. And it's weird. I don't know how to fully explain this thing. It tastes like your strong, rich ales from a pub that you would normally drink in Europe, but it's got a refreshing flavor. It's a little flat to me. Booger me in. I love it. Now, there is a lot of sediment in this thing. I don't know if that's because this is a little bit older. There isn't a date on this one, but I know that it was given to me a while ago, but not too long ago. Not bad, actually. I'm going to stir it up. I'm going to get that sediment going in there. Okay, you can see the rich, frothy look to this thing. It definitely has, something going on. It's above 6%. Let me go ahead and whack it down. We'll score this sucker. Not bad, to be honest with you. I actually really like that. I would like to dive a little bit more into that. Stir that sediment. It was good. It was really good. It had a good taste to it. It was like this. How I quickly identified the cream ale being closer to a clean and crisp pilsner, but also being an ale because of the strength. This is probably more like your traditional ale, and I feel like it's a good beer. Definitely something that I would recommend. Thank you, Frank. I appreciate you stopping by. I definitely would recommend it. I'm going to give it a score of a 3.5. All right, 3.5. The price. Look, this isn't a bad price. Although it was given to me, I looked this one up. It's $1.95 a can. It's probably right on where you should be paying for it. It's a little bit stronger. Thank you, Frank. I'm leaving on the 22nd. So we'll be doing some shows from home. Maybe I'll bring back the basement, or we'll find a new location. But always fun to hop on and share the beers with you guys. I think that's a good price. $1.95, just under $2. Really good beer. I'm going to give it a score of a 4.0. The design, I really like this design. I like that. The only thing I don't like is that it's a sticker to aluminum, but it is a shiny sticker. They have their shield here, which goes in line with the Scottish tradition. It is the Scottish flag behind it. If you see the blue and white cross, and then you have the high noon, and that might be their symbol with the hops in there. I like the mountains and stuff like that, but other than that, I'm not too, this doesn't jump out at me. If I seen this can, it doesn't jump out at me. There's a lot of other cans that jump out at you. This one isn't, but still not bad. I'm going to give it a score of a 3.0. All right, popularity. This beer is not very popular. I've never heard of it. People aren't really talking about it. I don't have the check-ins, but I imagine that it's a local brewery within Colorado. It's not going to just, trailblaze all over the United States or all over the world. So therefore, I'm going to have to strike it and give it a 2.0 because, well, it's pretty low and a lot of people don't know about it. But TMD X Factor, great beer. We don't do a lot of Scottish ales here. This one, I think we did the Kilt Lifter a while back, but this one's pretty dang good. I was impressed. When the Bills beat the Patriots next, you left this topic on this cup. Okay, no, we talked about it earlier in the show. We play the Patriots at the last game of the season in Buffalo, so looking forward to that. 4 check-ins. Yeah, see, that's actually I'm changing my score on accessibility to a 0.5. Okay, this one. Thank you, Frank. I appreciate that. A 0.5 for the check-ins, the TMD X Factor. But the fact is, we did the show. We tried new beer. I like that. I'm going to give that a score of a 3.5. Let's go ahead and total this sucker up. 7. Tough score, guys. All right, the Ba-Ree, although not a bad beer, its popularity really took it down a notch. Score of a 14.5 for the Ba-Ree, the Scottish ale from High Hops Brewery in Colorado. Like I said, not a bad beer. I actually really like this one, and so that sucks about the score, but that all plays into a factor with the popularity. Untrue facts. This is all over the place. So you know what I'm going to do, Frank? I'm just going to do it, guys. I'm going back to our old score of 2.0 because I was misled. Sorry, everybody. Okay, which is going to bring us up to a score of a 16. That brings the 1.5 back to the table, a 16, which is right around where it should be, guys, for the High Hops Brewery and the Ba-Ree. 16. Not a bad score. I would definitely recommend it. I'm skewing the index. You certainly are. We're listening to the people, and the people are throwing us off. But that doesn't matter, Frank. You know it. You're always awesome on the show, and I appreciate you stopping by. So that's what this show was created for. To have fun. You know what I mean? That's why I enjoy it. That's why I keep showing up. I just want to have fun. So that's a fun point. That's a fun moment. It's encoded in YouTube, and I'll have it forever now. All right, moving on. So what are you reading? What are you watching? What are you listening? Let's go ahead and spin the die. And it's number 2. What are you watching? Well, what am I watching? I am watching. What do you got here, Frank? Appreciate audience participation. You are appreciated. Yes. I am watching, trying to watch. It's very hard. Very, very hard. And I didn't think it would be this hard. Boba Fett. Okay, on Disney. But tonight I'm actually switching and I'm watching my favorite Christmas movie, which is the George C. Scott Christmas Carol. I absolutely love that. It's the classic British version where it's just dark and it's a little scary, and it gets me in that Christmas mood. The George C. Scott is the actor. Peripherals, yeah. George C. Scott is an older English actor. If you haven't checked out, I'm sure you've seen it. It's from the 80s, but the costume design, it really puts you in the Christmas mood. What's your favorite Christmas movie? But that's what I'm watching. All right, guys. Time to go ahead and round out the show with the quote of the week. Guys, here it comes. And this one comes from one of my favorite movies of all time, and that is called Back to School. It's with Rodney Dangerfield. He's a comic. He's older. He's got to be into his 60s during the movie, and he goes back to school. He's very, very rich, and he wants to go to school with his son, and he signs up at the school of his son. His name is Thornton Mellon. Okay, it's called Back to School. If you haven't seen it, make sure you check it out. It's about the Triple Lindy, and I'm not going to say much more, even though it's been out for about 35 years. I don't want any spoilers. Check out Back to School, Rodney Dangerfield. I like Rodney, says Frank, and he said this. Bring us a pitcher of beer every 7 minutes until somebody passes out, and then every 10 minutes. It's just so wacky, and I just felt like keeping it light today, having fun. That's Rodney Dangerfield and Thornton Mellon from Back to School. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. I hope that you had a fun time. Maybe you learned something. Maybe you found out about new beer. That we did this one from Wallen PauPack, the Cream Ale, and we did from the High Hops Brewery, the Ba-Ree Scottish Ale. Both were definitely worthy of the show. Both were definitely a good flavor. I definitely recommend, if you see these, to try them out. If you get the Wawa, try them out. Damien, good luck. Just go for it, brother. You know you can do it, man. Just step up to the plate, step up sober, and be a gentleman, and ask her out. You'll find out. And for all those you guys out there, Thank you so much for the support, for the continuing audience, for just showing up and being part of this show. I'll never forget it, man. So thank you so much. I wish you all a great week. We'll see you next week. I'm Travel Man Dan. And remember, it's a big world out there. Make sure you see every bit of it. Hey. Bye, guys. See you later. Have a good one.